I am totally in favor of the company, in total, eliminating some of the call it expense. And expense is the plain, simple word, between the store managers and top management. It's very necessary for us in order to survive to do that particular thing. And I think the job can be done extremely well if you have people of the caliber of this fellow Arthur Kay. Now, instead of his negotiating with one person to get something done, he will now negotiate with dozens of people to get the same thing done for him, whereas all he has to do is raise a telephone now and say to us, I need such and such a thing, and I'm getting roadblocked on it. Will you see that I get it? That's all.
For example, this week after the holiday schedule has been posted for next week on delivery, because Saturday is a holiday, Memorial Day. Schedule come posted that Arthur Kay, who normally gets 5 deliveries a week, a month ago he was reduced to 4 deliveries a week. The holiday schedule is posted, we only received 3. Sunday, Tuesday, and Thursday. Now Arthur called me and said, Tony, I just cannot break this kind of volume with only 3 deliveries. I said, fine, I'll take care of it for you. Called directly to Boston to operations, knew the man to go to. I said, I can't take no finance, I must have 4 deliveries to store 7 next week. This was handled right over the phone, was all completed, he received a notice, went to make the deliveries.
Let's assume that you weren't in that picture. Instead of calling you, he had called them.
He would have to get 2 or 3 people out there before he would get to the right...
No, it isn't wrong to expect that he could have done that. He could have done that.
Yeah, quite sure.
So therefore, in this particular case, I don't think it's a good illustration. I don't think it's as good an illustration as that could be. But there's so many, many things that he doesn't have time to do that we, in the normal course of things, we can do for him, which we do.
Are you telling me, Arthur, that if Arthur Kay seeks to solve what problems he has by communication directly with D Street, that he's going to have more troubles than he has now? Isn't that what has been suggested here in the last few minutes?
Well, that's putting it very blandly. That's putting it very blandly, and that's putting it negatively. I can say this to you, that it'll be more difficult for Arthur Kay to achieve those things and more time-consuming for Arthur Kay to achieve those things.
Yeah. But isn't the net effect of what we've just been saying is it's better off to leave things as they are with the kind of relationship? After all, as Tony suggested earlier, Arthur and you have a very good working relationship. He understands that, he's on his own. He has great freedom. He's established this relationship with you over several years, period of years. And you're very effective in getting answers quickly to problems that Arthur has, and that Arthur Murphy has just said that he might get into D Street and
the thing
find
that you're
he's
doing wrong now is you're taking us down a road to conclusion, as a clever lawyer would do. You're taking us along that road to conclusion. That's what you're doing.
I'm not, Arthur.
Oh, yes,
actually, no. My inner motive is to get clarification because I'm confused, honestly confused.
I believe at present, and putting it down into as simple words as is possible, I cannot see too much to be gained at present on that particular store, by suddenly waving a wand and saying we're going to give you complete and total autonomy unless we have a major operation all along the line in the total company to enable this to come about. I see much to be gained in taking some of the things that Arthur Kay has been able to do and is willing to do and spreading that to other people. I see much to gain. And I see that we can gain, I believe that we can gain much faster by giving the same type of qualities and giving the same type of spirit to our other store managers. Give the same type of judgment to Johnny Donahue. Well, to all intents and purposes, you have the same thing down in that particular store.
I have the same thing right now, Arthur. I think this has proven itself in the progress of the store.
And we get the same. You've got
exactly the same.
Very much the same thing.
Charlie Malcolm.
Same thing with Eddie Walden in store number 64. This is coming about.
Well, now you must accept the fact, Arthur, that this is not asking these questions is not designed to
lead us down the road.
No, I'm now picking up from you the feeling that the kinds of arrangements that Tony has with the various stores that have been mentioned are very efficient arrangements. Which allot to the store manager a feeling of considerable
I've
autonomy of
operated on
action,
theory wide to put it
great
simply
service,
with- not all stores.
and that we, being brought in cold and asked to judge between these two on the basis of the evidence that's been generated here, I'd be more inclined to let it sit right where it is.
Do you want to shut that off?